told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long.
Welcome back once again to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain here. Today we discuss a very important concept in the value added chapter or production chapter, or in the measurement of national income by product method or output method or net output method. Now the topic we're discussing today is net value added of a firm is equal to income generated by the firm, or we call it as prove that net value added is equal to factor incomes or factor payments. Let's recollect the past topics which you understood. GVO at MP, gross value of output at market price, gross value added at market price, net value added market price, net value added at factor cost. I repeat, let's recollect once again. To produce a commodity, the firm uses the four factors of production, that is land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. Four factors, primary inputs. Along with this, the firm uses the other secondary inputs such as raw materials. For example, to produce sugar, we need sugar cane. That is intermediate good. If we subtract the value of intermediate goods from the value of output of the firm, we get gross. If we multiply the units produced by a firm with the price in the market, we get GVO at MP. That's a gross value of output at market price. By subtracting intermediate consumption expenditure from gross value of output at market price, we get gross value added at market price. We know that there is some wear and tear of the fixed assets in the production process. We call it as depreciation or consumption of fixed capital. By subtracting consumption of fixed capital or depreciation or capital consumption from gross value at market price, we get net value added at market price. We also know that NIT, net indirect taxes, is equal to indirect taxes minus subsidies. The aim of an indirect tax is to increase the price of the commodity in the market. The aim of the subsidy is to reduce the price effect or reduce the price of the commodity in the market. NIT is the difference between indirect taxes and subsidies of the firm. By subtracting NIT from market price, that is net value at market price, minus NIT is equal to net value at factor cost. So you have a complete knowledge about this. Now let's move further. Now the net value added at factor cost of a firm, after subtracting from gross value of output, intermediate consumption, depreciation, NIT, you get net value at factor cost of the firm. This is exactly the income generated by the firm. Income generated, for example, you take an example, let's say a firm's gross value of output is 100. Out of 100 rupees, the firm spent maybe 50 rupees on the intermediate consumption expenditure. The firm's gross value added is 50. From 50 rupees, we subtract depreciation 10 rupees. 40 will be net value added at market price. From 40, subtract 10 rupees as NIT, you get net value at factor cost. That is, net value added at factor cost is only 30 rupees of the firm. This 30 rupees is the income generated by the firm. That is 100 minus 50 is intermediate consumption expenditure 50 minus 10 40. That will be net value at market price minus 10, net value at factor cost is 30. That's the income generated by the firm for any firm. This net value added at factor cost is ultimately distributed by the firm among the four factors of production, which are these: land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship, because they have a share in it. That is, the firm has to pay rent to land, wages and salaries to labor, interest to the capital and profits to the entrepreneur. That is why this net value added factor cost is distributed among the 4 factors of production as factor incomes or factor payment. When the firm pays them, it will be a factor payments for them. When the factors receive, it's a factor income. So that is why we ultimately say NVA at factor cost is equal to rent plus interest plus wages and salaries plus profits. That's why we call it net value factor cost is income generated, or factor incomes or factor payments by the firm. Hope you got it. Again, I repeat the formula: quantity into price or sales plus change in stock will give you gross value of output at market price minus intermediate consumption expenditure, gross value added at market price minus depreciation, net value added at market price minus NIT, net value added factor cost, which is divided among the 4 factors of production, that is rent to land, wages and salaries to labor, interest to the capital, profits to the entrepreneur. I'm 100% sure you must have followed it. This is a very, very important topic of national income accounting, measurement of national income. It will really help you out. Keep watching, and if you don't understand it once, repeatedly watch the video. I'm sure you'll follow it. In case of problem, you mention it in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Till we meet next time, goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like our videos.